So YouTube has openly admitted they do not send out notifications to all subscribers. So if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button and click the notification bell next to it so you can make sure you get notifications for all videos that I put up. And if you like the video, please give the video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here and all the support. Enjoy the show.
What's going on, everybody? Big Country here. Welcome back to Country Living and another episode of The Clone Show, sponsored by FastTech. You know, can you believe it's like episode 46? We're pushing on the 50th episode of The Clone Show, man. And I'm trying to think of something to do when I get to that point, whether I'm going to like end season 1, the start of season 2, or just continue on to number however far we go. What's your thoughts on that? About if I should name the show like season 2 or something, because it's been just right at a year now since FastTech and I developed a sponsorship, and 50 freaking shows, man. That's 46 shows rather. That's pretty good. I mean, I think that's just shows longevity and commitment to this series for you guys. And of course, everything that I get, 90% of the stuff that I get on the show are suggestions from you. And that statement is even true today with this item, because the item we're talking about today is a requested item. I forget who it was. You know, I put requested items on my notepad, on my phone, and once it's available, I finally get to get it. So it's lost in translation somewhere of who requests these items. But nevertheless, let's go down and take a look at the CompLyfe Double Cross Mechanical Mod Kit. Alright guys, this is the box that the Double Cross Mechanical Mod Kit comes in. It says AV Mod Set in the box. Got a color code right here, which is the gold, which is the rendition that I got. And then there's nothing else on the box. Just plain Jane except the FastTech holographic sticker and their inventory label. And then you flip it over, open the box up, you got your slot for the Addy and the actual 2 mech. And then you get a little goodie bag here. You get a little blue screwdriver. You get an extra O-ring for your 810 drip tip and the top cap, and you get 2 round wire coils in here. I don't know why they keep adding those things in on these kits. They're just useless. And this here is the CompLyfe Double Cross Mechanical Mod Kit. Has a CompLyfe 2-post battle deck top cap drip tip, along with the mechanical tube mod. I like the design. The design is really cool. Now, I'm not going to go over the Addy just because I've done the Addy. Episode 1 of the Clone Show had the CompLyfe deck in there. So if you want to go check it out, I'll put a link up here so you can go check out the episode 1 of the Clone Show. But one thing I do want to point out is with this design, you see how the design is. It's got all these twisties and diamonds and all that good stuff and doohickeys with the shape. So we pull off the top cap. You see the airflow right here. And if you put it in like this, right now your airflow is on your coils, but it's not lined up with the Addy. So, or with the design. The Addy's not lined up with the tube with the design. So you have to turn it to get it lined up with the design, and then your airflow is off to the end of the coil. So it's not, I think they should have took a little more time with the design and the type of Addy they were going to put on here. You know, honestly, I'm not a big fan of the CompLyfe deck. I never have been. I mean, it's not horrible, don't get me wrong. I just prefer not to use it because the deck itself is only, you got a 20mm build space with a 22mm deck, and when you put the top cap on it, it makes it a 24mm in diameter RDA. Now, the issue that I have, the only issue that I really have with this, I mean, because it looks really good. As the kit, it looks really good. But you can't put any other Addies on. Well, you can, but if you put any other Addies on here, they just don't. It just doesn't match up right. Don't look good. If you look at the inside, you know, for one thing, this switch has got really good threading there. Really good threading, nice and smooth. If you look at the mech, you'll see you'll see some vent holes right here in the top. Right here towards the 510 pin, you got 1, 2, and 3. You got 3 vent holes in the top. That's for battery ventilation. So in this particular mod, you will load this positive side up. Positive side towards the Addy. I've always said if you get a mechanical mod, unless the vent holes are not obvious, you'll do positive side down so it can vent through the button. Always have it vent away from your face unless there are venting ports specifically designed for orientation of the battery. Now if you remember this button I believe was on the HK25. On the bottom it does say CompLyfe Collector Series. Nice, really nice throw on the magnetic switch. If you look right here, you have the peak insulator right here, which separates the battery from the pin. And if you want to take this apart, you just push the switch up, grab the copper contact fire pin, and just start spinning, and it unscrews. Copper pin comes out, and then let your finger out slowly, and then all of a sudden now you got your magnet on the inside of the switch and also on the button. If your magnets come out or whatever, make sure when you put it back together that they're reverse polarities. That means the magnets are pushing away from each other. I think this is a really nice throw, a really nice pressure on this button here, on the magnets. These magnets feel like they're really good. I like it. I like the throw. All you gotta do is screw it back in, like so, let go, and you're back. You notice that you got it's got like a paint finish. I'm not really sure. I know it can't be Cerakote. It's just paint, like a matte black finish. I like that touch, especially when you have the battery, have it on the all gold double cross mech. Yeah, and you got the black accent at the bottom. So again, putting the batteries in, positive side up. Threading is really good. Put it in, you turn it until it get resistance, and I do one little smidget, and I get a full connection. But you know, being a mechanical mod, guys, that is all there is to show on this thing. Again, if you want to see the CompLyfe deck build, you can go to Clone Show episode 1 and see the entire video on the build deck of that. Let's go back up top and finish talking about the CompLyfe Double Cross Mechanical Mod. Alright guys, the CompLyfe Double Cross Mechanical Mod is available on FastTech.com for $23.15. And you can get in brass tone, which is what I got. You can get it in copper tone, copper, brass copper, brass. There's all kind of different things, different colors available for this particular mod. So there's many different choices. Just check out what you want, and of course the pennies variants on the finished. They're not even calling this a CompLyfe deck. They're calling it a double cross atomizer. Now the biggest issue when I showed you with how when you line it up with the top cap and the thing, the airflow doesn't line up against the coils. I'm not a big fan of the CompLyfe deck anyway, but being this shape and the funkiness, I mean, it looks cool as hell. Don't get me wrong, it looks cool as shit because of the swirls and the doohickeys and all that. But you can't. When you try to use another Addy, it just doesn't look good because the shapes doesn't match up. Now, when it comes to performance from the mech, I don't feel any voltage drop at all. None at all, because I have used my Goon on here. I've used a couple of my normal builds, my Alien triple core Aliens, 5-wrap 0.08 builds. I use those every time I'm testing something because I know that coil. That's my everyday coil. I know exactly what it's supposed to taste like or how it's supposed to perform. So when it comes to voltage drop with a mech, I feel no voltage drop at all. Really good. Now, I don't like the Addy. I'm not shy about that fact. So as a kit, I don't like just because of the Addy. But again, you really can't put anything else on here because it doesn't match up. I mean, like I said, you can, but if you're all about matchy and coordination like I am, then you probably won't want to get this kit. But if you do love the CompLyfe deck, then you might. But remember, when you line up the designs, the airflow is going to be at the end of your coil as opposed to on your coil. So there you go. It's a mechanical mod. It's a short video, and I'm sorry it is so short, but you know, mechanical mods, you know for a fact, unless it's something fancy, in-depth, or something groundbreaking, new technology or design or whatever, there's really not much to go over. It's a hybrid connection. You put your Addy on, battery in, screw it in, and hit fire. That's all there is to it. Anyway, that's it today, guys. I do thank you very much for watching and all the support. Your Patreon's continued support is very much appreciated. Yeah, I say it all the time, and I just can't say it enough. I do thank you very much for everything you do for me. And don't forget, there is a giveaway happening right now. There'll be a link right up there for you to check it out. But that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for all the support. And until next video, just keep on vaping and living, baby.